Yo, what up to the creed, man. Hey, finna put something on you so-called. What I want to talk about, somebody hit my comments and he was like, hey, I want to do like 3 different things and this and that, what should I do and all this and that. And I'm like, focus on the one you want the most. And then when that start popping off for you, you feel me, start making something happen with that, then worry about the other 2. And dude, well, I want to do all 3. Well, okay, it usually not gonna work that way, like period. Cause it's so hard just to become successful in one thing, in one area. It's so hard just to make that happen. So for you to be trying to focus on all 3 with the same amount of energy and attention, that's gonna really spread out your energy, fam. It's gonna spread out everything you have to give towards and everything you have to sacrifice for just to make one thing happen, you feel me? And it might be overwhelming for you, because I used to try to do that too, be the jack of all trades, all this and that, you feel me? I want to do everything at once, and it's too much on me. It could be overwhelming. It's too much to keep up with all that, you feel me? So it's like you just gotta, it's better for you to just focus on one thing. Still, you could supplement those other 2 when you really ain't got nothing else to do. Yeah, work towards that, you feel me? But the majority of your energy should be going towards what you want the most, you feel me? On me. You can't sit here and be undecisive. Well, I want them all the same. Well, that just means you a confused individual on phone. You gotta straighten that shit out, you feel me? You gotta become focused, because look, imagine when you got a laser, right? A laser is powerful as hell, a straight beam, you feel me? Now imagine you split that laser into 3 different beams. Now it's not going to be as powerful. It's going to be 3 weaker beams, you feel me, instead of one strong beam, you feel me? So it's like the more the laser spread out, the less powerful it is. The reason why the laser is so powerful is because it's such a direct beam of light, you feel me? Now, imagine if you start making the laser bigger and bigger, start making it spread out and stuff like that. It ain't gonna have the same effect. It's gonna turn into like a flashlight, you feel me? So it's like you gotta be direct, bro. You really gotta know what you want. And that's the problem with a lot of people. And that's why most people never end up getting what they want in life, because they really truly don't know what they want. They think they want this and that and this and that and this and that. You got to get real definite about what you want to attract in your life. And that's hard to do when you got to focus on becoming successful in like 3-4 different things. Now it's hard to be definite about how things is going to happen or what you're going to be attracting, you feel me? And that's a big part of the law of attraction, fam. It's being definite about what you want to attract in your life, what you want to manifest. Being definite about who you want to be, like real stuff, you feel me? And you still young, bro, so who you think you is right now, or who you think you want to be right now, that's probably going to change in a few years. What you think you really want right now is probably going to change in a few years. You still young, you feel me? You haven't even figured yourself out yet. I was gonna say most likely, but I know you haven't figured yourself out yet, because you still talking about I want to do all 3 at the same time, same energy. You really don't know who you is yet, and that's where that could start to be an advantage. That's why I didn't say to completely dismiss the other 2. I just said worry about the one you want, like focus on the one you want the most. That's what you should be putting the majority of your time, attention, and energy towards. But when you really ain't got nothing else to do, or there's nowhere else to go with that at the time being, then hop on your other 2 things, you feel me? But they not gonna get the same time, attention, and energy you gonna be putting towards your main thing. They just gonna be like the little sideline supplemental thing, you feel me? Until you get your main thing popping out, then you gonna make them other 2 pop off. And that's what's the advantage is still not getting rid of those other 2, because like I said, you trying to figure out who you is, you feel me? So that's why dibbling, dabbling in these other things, you might see that you got more interest in this instead of the other ones, you feel me? And be like, man, I'd rather go this way, you feel me? Like real stuff. So that's just how it is, man. You got to get focused, though, man. Be definite about who you want to be. Once you start doing that, and once you can start seeing that person you want to be, seeing that person that you want to be, having what you want to have, and all that other stuff, bro, then it'll start coming to light. But you got to work towards it, and you got it takes a lot of energy and sacrifice, bro. That's just period, bro. That's the truth. Anything that's worth it gonna take a lot of energy, attention, and sacrifice, bro. For real though. So and time, you feel me? And time is the most valuable thing we got, so make sure you're using it right. And if you out here wasting your time, man, just trying to, do all these different things, what usually happens is, okay, one thing ain't really working out like that, so then you swing around to the other thing, that ain't really working out like that, so you swing around to the other thing, and you just keep going around in a circle instead of really dedicating yourself and your mission to making that shit pop off on phone. But yeah, man, shout out to the Creed, man. Hey, I had to come put something on you, so-called